Maleficent. Now, Angelina is great in it. Ellie Fanning is alright in it, but the other characters aren't that interesting. They all play dull, stereotypical roles without input. The CGI is pretty bad too. I really like the mother and daughter theme though. So, this is far above terrible. Just underwhelmed me. Angry Video Game Nerd the movie was just kind of dumb. I really feel no interest in seeing it again. It served no purpose, and I'll stick to the nerd website. Under the Skin. Now, this is an art house film. Usually I don't put art house films on lists like these, but in this case I thought I might as well. It's an experimental film with some great moments scattered around a lot of dull moments. In this genre, actors usually put in a lot of hard work and effort, and you can clearly see that in Scarlett Johansson's performance. She's very good in it, and it's sort of about an alien who wants to have sex with men and then report it to the alien boss. So some of the human men in the movie are actors who know that they're in the movie, and some of them are just men walking by who had no idea that they were in the movie when they were making it. It's hard to tell which one's which because none of them can act. You might tell me I'm dumb or that I'm not intelligent for having an experimental or art house film on a list like this, while an action movie like Lucy was on my best of the year list. But I'm going to defend my decision and say that you shouldn't jump to conclusions like that. Under the Skin, some great moments, didn't really complete at the end. The ending was just for shock value. Lucy was a really cool action movie that took a false concept and made an excellent action picture out of it. Great style too. Reanalyze that. Overrated movie of the year is Birdman. Now, it's loaded with long tracking shots. Some of them are effective, most of them are pretentious. Emma Stone is alright in it, I guess. Edward Norton is really good in it. Michael Keaton is great in it. I don't need to waste energy hating one of the worst comedians currently working. And in this movie, Zach Galifianakis doesn't irritate, but all they did was give him a suit and glasses and say action. The role is linear to begin with, and he brings nothing to it. Finally, the ending is stupid. The second worst movie of the year is The Legend of Hercules. And, this is a pretty forgettable movie. The effects are awful, the story doesn't make sense, the acting is linear. I wonder if it wants to be like the old Italian period pieces from the 50s and early 60s. Probably not. I forgot about this movie in a second, that's why it's not number one. You do remember the really bad movies. Number one worst movie of the year, not necessarily the worst movie either, this is more like the worst narrative. It doesn't have the worst effects, it doesn't have the worst acting, it doesn't have the worst production, but it does have the worst story. And the worst narrative of 2014 is X-Men Days of Future Past. You might say I should read the comics and watch the cartoon series before I judge, but isn't that exactly why I hated it? It doesn't feel like X-Men and it doesn't entertain. It's not entertaining to see Mystique hog up screen time. It's not entertaining to see the other mutants look stupid while the writers find every cliched way to make Wolverine and Xavier the only smart ones in the room. Quick video. These movies were bad. See you later.